Well, after the break, the scourge of the soaps is back. Anna Soubry, who the other week annihilated their lighting directors, has today got her beady eyes on their makeup. We'll be back in just a minute.
Welcome back. And that appears to be the end of a very expensive set. Sorry, guys. Welcome back, I was about to say, to our viewers and to Anna Soubry. She's back from holiday. What's in store this week, Anna?
Hello again. Thanks, Dodie. I don't know. Have a week supposedly in the sun, and within a few days the tan's disappeared quicker than Emily Bishop when it's her turn for a round with the Rovers. More on her later. Thank God for makeup, I say. And talking of makeup, lots of people are raving about Rita Fairclough's in Coronation Street, and quite right too. Her bruises looked remarkably real, even as they healed.
Jenny, whatever happened between me and him, he loved you. He still does. You've got to remember that.
I hate this.
Dodie, you're head of makeup here at Central in Nottingham. What did you reckon of Rita's makeup?
I thought it was very good.
So how did they do it?
Looking at it, it looks as though they used Naturaplast, which is a form of mortician's wax, built it up on the eye, and to make it as comfortable as possible for Rita, they'd blend it off and use as little as possible but make it look as very effective.
And what about the colouring? Because her bruises did change colour, didn't they?
Well, that would be through makeup as well. I mean, we have little palettes and we actually mix colours together to get different bruising effects over the days.
But it's quite a complicated thing to do that sort of makeup, isn't it?
Yes, I would think it'd take about 3/4 of an hour.
Really? That's
half the time it would take to make you up.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dodie. Yes, very embarrassing. Well, since I got back from holiday, it's all been happening in the soaps. Every couple is at it, falling out or splitting up. It's also depressing. Let's start with Brookside. Sheila's having doubts about Billy, again. And on Monday, Cheryl and Jonathan. Wow.
Say anything.
Right, fine.
Watch my lips. I've had enough of other people's problems. I have had enough of this house. I've had enough of other people's memories. Tomorrow, and I mean tomorrow, I'm gonna look for somewhere new. If you like, we can do it together. If you don't, we won't.
Yeah, it's all happening, isn't it? More lovers' problems in the street. Curly's fallen out with Shirley. Which bright script editor came up with that combination? Anyway, Arthur lied to Emily. He cancelled their Sunday date to meet his wife. He told Emily he'd been called into work. Last night, though, he did tell the truth.
She wanted to discuss the future.
The future?
That's right. We talked all afternoon and... Well, at the end of the day, we decided to give it another go. To get back together again.
I'm glad I've seen you. Saved me writing a note. Never was much good at that, was I? I'll be in touch about the rest of my gear.
Well, there must be something I can say, something I can do.
I'm sorry, Curly. Bye.
So sad. I hope she doesn't leave the street for good, though, because I like Shirley. Anyway, still on the subject of rocky romance, I was worried that David would upset things between Joe and Kate on Emmerdale Farm. No chance. The happy couple's wedding photograph is on the front of next week's TV Times.
Don't say that,
Well, I'm
Kate.
sorry, I've made mine. And it is Joe. I do love him. It surprised me as much as it surprised anybody else. I've made some impulsive moves over the last couple of years. Some of them have worked, some of them haven't. But this isn't a whim. I've thought about it, and I know what I'm doing. I'm going to marry him, David. I'm sorry.
Everyone's sorry in the soaps this week. Well, during my absence, your letters have been mounting up, but I have read through all of them. And thank you, Suds fans in the Yorkshire television area. Mrs. Browley from Leeds, Gwen Ward from Grimsby, Andrew Mullen from Halifax, Kenneth Thompson, Susan Doyle, Julie Thompson, and Mr. and Mrs. Causer, all from Sheffield, are desperate because it's finished there, and they're demanding repeats right to Yorkshire television. I'm afraid I can't do anything. Anyway, soap fans in Yorkshire will have a real treat on Friday at 6:30. Hollywood Sports starts. It's a new regional soap, and at the end of each episode, viewers phone in and decide on how the storylines will continue in the following week. What do you make of that? I reckon it could be quite a nice idea. Anyway, on a different note, in Monday's Brookside, did you get a good look at Jonathan and Sarah's new offices? Well, here's another chance. Do you notice anything familiar? Well, that lovely new Swiss office is in Liverpool's Albert Dock, just round the corner from Judy and Richard, and this morning. Isn't it nice to know that at long last this morning has got a neighbour in the Albert Dock? Anyway, I reckon the soap highlight of the week was Tuesday's EastEnders. Sharon and Michelle got a whole half out of themselves and 1.5 litres of warm white wine. They proved what a cracking pair of actresses they are. The only flaw for me was how on earth did Vicky manage to sleep through all that trauma? Next week, your letters. Until then, cheerio, and could somebody pass me the Kleenex, please, Tony?